If you are really concerned about corporate data tracking, in that case, using a virtual machine, VirtualBox or VM for internet surfing is a reasonable step. It will not only it will enhance your privacy, it will do many things at the same time. And in this video, first I'll show you how to install VirtualBox in your Ubuntu. I can assure you one thing that using a VM or virtual machine for internet surfing can significantly improve your privacy from corporate data tracking on your main operating system. And there are reasons. I will come back to that point later. Before that, let us try to download the VirtualBox for our Linux machine. Now, this is the page from where we will download VirtualBox for our Linux distribution. You can see that it is virtualbox.org, Oracle's main homepage for downloading VirtualBox. So let us click this one, Linux distributions, and you can see here different types of Linux distributions are available. In my case, since my host machine is Ubuntu 20.04, therefore I'll click on that button, and you can see that it is getting downloaded here on the top right hand side. You can see that it is getting downloaded. It will not take much time because it's around 112 MB, so it will take maybe 3 seconds or 4 seconds, not more than that. So we have downloaded Oracle VirtualBox in our downloads folder. Let's see that first. You can see this one, right? VirtualBox. So we need that. We need to depackage it with this command. Let us just run this command with sudo, of course, because you need to be root. Okay. So sudo, and then okay, and then it will ask for your password. Sorry. Okay, it's preparing to unpack, and it is unpacking. It will take some time, not much, but some time. Now, what I'm going to do is here you can see that errors were encountered while processing VirtualBox 7.1. You'll get that message in your Ubuntu. Okay, how to solve that problem, right? So we will give this command this time. First of all, sudo apt fix broken install, right? That will be our next command. So let's fix it, and it asks for y. So let's keep going, and it will fix all the broken installation packages and everything. And it will also add the group Vbox users already exists as a system group. Anyway, it will fix your problem. Okay, and in my description below I will give this prompts. So I will give this commands. So you will get that commands in my description below. Actually, there are only 3 steps required to download VirtualBox in your Ubuntu Linux distribution, right? And don't make these things more complicated, because it is actually a very simple thing to do. And next thing, what I'll do is very interesting command, that is sudo apt install VirtualBox. Okay, and that will hopefully install our VirtualBox without any problem. Now let us see. Okay, why? And you can see it is now working. There is no error or anything else. So it is getting installed in your host machine. By that time, let us just take a look of why using a VM is a proper step. First of all, isolation. The VM runs in a separate isolated environment from your host operating system. This means that activities within the VM, including browse history, cookies, and temporary files, are generally contained within the virtual environment and don't directly interact with your host operating system. And you can easily create a clean virtual machine specifically for only for the browsing purpose. That means after a browse session, you can even revert the VM to a previous clean snapshot. I'll show you everything, effectively erasing any tracking data accumulated during that session. And of course, you can use different operating system, and I'll show you how you can use operating system like Tails that actually leaves no data, no history, nothing. Okay, so therefore, tracking you becomes very difficult. So you can choose to install a different operating system within the VM than your host operating system. This can sometimes make tracking more difficult for companies that rely on OS specific tracking methods. And uh, and most corporate giants basically rely on operating system specific tracking methods. Therefore, once you surf the web with the help of VirtualBox, you are safe, absolutely safe. And I'll show you in a minute. Now you can see that we have our VirtualBox working fine. Now we can install any operating system here by clicking this new button, and I will also show you how to install Ubuntu and other operating systems, especially the Tails operating system, which is extremely important to make sure that your data is not tracked by any corporate giant, right? So let's move on. So as I said, to enhance privacy within the virtual machine, there are a lot of steps you can take. Okay, first, a privacy focused browser is very important here. So you can install a browser like uBlock, Origin, Privacy, Badger, HTTPs everywhere, or Brave. But my suggestion is a little bit different, right? You need to consider using a live distribution. Okay, how is that? For even greater privacy, you could consider using a very lightweight Linux distribution. You can see over there Tails, this one. Okay, it is now powered off. Let us start it first. Now you can see that Tails is opening up, right? It takes some time because it's a, I again repeat that it is very lightweight, but it always asks for kind of ISO image or something booting device. Otherwise, it cannot open up on its own, right? And that is why Tails is extremely good for your privacy, because it's called the amnesic incognito live system. It is live system. That is why it always takes some time, because each time, every time you open Tails, it asks for an ISO image that you need to download first, right? In my next video, I'll show you how to install Tails, or how to install Kali Linux, or any kind of other Linux distribution you want to install in your system, or any kind of legacy Windows system if you want to install in your virtual machine and test on it. You can do that, of course. So let us see how Tails is working, and how you can hide yourself. I mean, how you can be completely anonymous while surfing the net. So let us wait for a little bit, and it is opening up. And now it is, you can see that it asks for start Tails, and so you click this button. Okay, that is it, nothing to do. Very simple method, and it will open up Tails from a live system. That means from an ISO image, and once you shut it down, it wipes out every data. Okay, it does not leave any digital footprint forever. So let us show you how it's working. And it always takes time, because it is a live system. Okay, it is not restored in your machine. Each time you open up Tails, it is asking for an ISO image, so you need to provide that ISO image first, and then it will open up from that ISO image. Now it is opening up, you can see here. Next thing, it will ask for the Tor browser to open. Okay, so this is the Tor browser, you can see here. Okay, if we click it here, just let us click this Tor browser first. Now you can see that connect to Tor automatically, so you click this one and connect to Tor. Okay, so it will connect your Tails operating system to Tor browser, which is practically anonymous, and the Tor browser uses search engine as DuckDuckGo, which is also very good search engine, because uh, DuckDuckGo is very it does not keep any history. That is why it is really very good choice for any kind of web surfing or searching or anything else. So start Tor browser. Let us start it and see how it works. Normally it starts with tails.net, but you can of course come to a new tab, open a new tab, and here you can search my IP address and press enter, and you can see that it is duckduckgo.com. I'll show you, it keeps no history at all. So let us see what is my IP address at present. It You can see that it is showing, already it is showing that it is in I am in Sweden, which is of course not true. Let us see what is my IP address. IPv4 and IPv6, both it will show you. You can actually search internet uh, completely anonymously, and moreover uncensored way, but of course not for any unethical purpose. I again repeat that, not for any kind of unethical purpose. Now you can see here that my IP address is showing that the city is Nuremberg, and region is Bayern and I agree, and it is showing the country is Germany. Okay, so this is not true at all. Anyway, I'm belonging to a completely to a different country, and a lot of distance between my country and Germany. Anyway, and if you come back again, and if you search, first of all, let me just clear it. Okay, and again, I can show you one thing, that if you come to this history part, you can see that recent history is empty. Okay, that is the true beauty of DuckDuckGo. DuckDuckGo or Tor, it does not keep any history, does not keep any data. So there is no point of data tracking and etc. It's not there at all. So you can surf internet anonymously, uncensored way, and of course one thing you should keep in mind, that you should not use this knowledge for any kind of unethical purpose, right? That is the disclaimer I should add to this video, because it is for those people who are really concerned about the corporate data tracking and all of, and their privacy, data privacy of course. And to keep your data private, use tails, and you can see that it is powered off, and if I start it again, it will ask for the iOS image, and it will again start from that live system. So that is the beauty of Tails. In the next video, I'll show you how to install Kali Linux and Tails, so that you can make yourself a little bit strong in ethical hacking. Okay, so I hope that video will be really interesting. So see you in the next video. Till then, goodbye, stay safe, and take care of your data.